What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Got a sweet product review for you all today. We are going to be reviewing Katana sleeves, a premium sleeve by Ultimate Guard here. I've been wanting to get my hands on these for a while. They have most notably been pretty difficult to obtain lately, but Full Grip just got a shipment of them, so pretty stoked on that. We're going to be cracking these out of the box here and giving them a spin on one of my tournament decks. Something that I do bring to the table is that I am a competitive Pokemon trading card game player, so I might have a little bit of a different perspective on trading card game sleeves than maybe some other trading card games. I am looking for a tournament-ready sleeve, something that is easy to shuffle. I'm not very much concerned about protecting the deck too much outside that I don't want the cards to get immediately damaged, but I am looking for a durable sleeve that will last the length of a tournament at the very least. Now, this is a premium sleeve, so it does cost between $10 and $20 for a pack of 100. I've heard a lot of good things about these sleeves. I've heard that they are, some people have told me they are the best sleeves to have ever been crafted, and then some people have told me that they're just bougie dragon shields. So I am excited to give you my personal review of these Ultimate Guard Katana sleeves in this video. So right out the box, we got the orange color here. We're gonna take a look at these and see what the sleeves immediately feel like. They come in 2 packs, it appears, and these are 2 packs of 50, it looks like. From my experience with Ultimate Guard sleeves in the past, my major complaint has been that they are oily, and that is something that has been tough for me to get over. As someone who prefers Ultra Pro's Pro Matte sleeves as my tournament sleeve of choice, the oiliness of the Ultimate Guard sleeves has always turned me off. But I will say immediately right off the bat here that the backs of these sleeves do look to be very kind of with a matte finish. They have a little bit of a texture on them, similar to what you might expect from a Dragon Shield matte back. The front is very slick, very glossy, and it does remind me a lot of maybe the gloss from a Dragon Shield sleeve. However, the profile of these sleeves is definitely thinner than a Dragon Shield and feels more like the stock of maybe an Ultra Pro Classic sleeve, less plasticky. Definitely has got a little bit more of a kind of rubbery feel than an Ultra Pro Classic. It does feel like it has more durability than an Ultra Pro Classic. So I'm gonna go ahead and de-sleeve my tournament deck here and get it sleeved up in these Ultimate Guard sleeves. See what I think for the first shuffle. Okay, so I've got all 60 cards of my Pokemon deck here in the Ultimate Guard Katana sleeves, and they do feel very slick, but I will say that, yes, almost every sleeve straight out the package does feel slick and can slip out of the hands. The backs of the sleeves do look very nice. They look uniform. I don't see any sort of discrepancy in quality. If you take a look there, the edges are all very even. Sometimes with cheaper sleeves, you will get that that occasionally there are some factory errors. I actually do see in the package here that I received, there is a couple of sleeves with some little bit of factory error wear there. I don't know if you can see just those 2 light little marks here and there. So that is just a little bit of plastic hanging off the edge of the sleeve, which is technically making that sleeve marked, but that's really just nitpicking. Maybe in a tournament, if a judge was really looking at your deck hyper close, they could see that there. But that is, they are mostly very clean cut, and the edges do look very nice. We check the other side; those are all very flush and uniform. So say that the overall quality of the cards does seem card sleeves does seem high, and they seem like they are definitely worthy of the title of premium sleeve there. Just the little pieces of plastic hanging off a couple of them. I could replace those dud sleeves with some of the other ones that came in the package, and that would be no problem at all. So the fronts, if we take a look at those, they are very glossy. I will say they are definitely a high gloss finish, not a matte front. Dragon Shield did just release a matte front version of their iconic Dragon Shield sleeves, though. So that is interesting to note, since Katana is kind of in direct competition with Dragon Shield for that kind of high quality premium sleeve slot. The Ultra Pro sleeves usually will be in the more affordable category, or things like that, but as a premium sleeve they do have to compete with Dragon Shield, who now has a matte front option, and these are very glossy and reflective, which as a tournament player who might be playing on stream, that is something that is very concerning to me, because I don't want my deck to just be blinding anybody as I play on stream. So as we give the deck its kind of maiden shuffle here, first overhand shuffle, I will say this is extremely buttery. This feels nice. This is a great sleeve to overhand shuffle. It feels great to mash shuffle. I'm not a sole mash shuffler, though. I am big on riffle shuffling. I do like to perform both versions of shuffling during my tournament play, so mash shuffling is important. The sleeve has to be able to mash shuffle well, which is a problem with a lot of, if you look at maybe the Japanese art sleeves from the Pokemon trading card game, or the Elite Trainer box sleeves. Both of them do not mash shuffle well, and they have a difficult time being overhanded. But these sleeves just overhand extremely well right off the bat there. So definitely excited about that. As for riffle shuffling, we definitely get a smooth riffle there. And a lot of times with the first riffle shuffle with a deck, it's easy to drop the cards because they might be slick and not really worn in yet. So we'll say that they feel pretty good to riffle shuffle as well. Definitely no complaints. The bridge going just fine, and this is the combination of shuffles that I will use at a tournament. So definitely overhand a high priority, and riffling a high priority for me off the bat. They do feel good. Now, one of the best things about Dragon Shields as a point of comparison is that they don't really grime up very quickly. They take a while before they wear to a point that I wouldn't play them at a tournament anymore. It's one of my major complaints about Ultra Pro Eclipse sleeves, is even though that they feel good out of the box, Eclipse sleeves do tend to grime up very quick, which is why my favorite tournament sleeves right now are Ultra Pro matte sleeves. So as far as a tournament sleeve goes, I do have Ultra Pro matte as my sleeve of choice. So they would have to compete with Pro mattes in the durability category, which would mean that I would have to take these sleeves and shuffle them up for a while, get some games in with them, get some reps in, and see what the wear and tear looks like over the course of what would be probably a tournament's worth of games. So I am going to play with these sleeves for a little while and get back to you guys and let you know how they wear out. After playing about a tournament's worth of games with the Katana sleeves from Ultimate Guard, I have to say I've had a generally positive experience with them overall. After a bunch of games, they still have a buttery, smooth overhand or mash shuffling, and I have to say they are one of the best sleeves that I have experienced for the mash shuffle. It feels great for that. And then also the riffle shuffle has gotten a little bit easier as well. They have continued to wear in a positive way over the course of a tournament, which is important. I think that sleeves, much like a baseball glove or a pair of shoes, you want them to wear appropriately over the course of a tournament. You don't want the sleeves to break. I haven't had any break yet over the course of the games that I've played, which is great. The corners have still remained intact as well. We do have just some light dinging on some of the corners there, which is pretty normal for a sleeve like this. They don't ding quite as bad as some sleeves that I have used, considering it is a little bit of a thinner profile sleeve. I have felt like it's done a pretty good job at protecting my cards as well, that the sleeves have not been breaking or that there's any sort of excess damage done to the cards over the course of the gameplays as well. The face of the cards have remained Very nice also, no grime buildup on the face of the cards. They still remain super glossy and smooth, which is both a great thing and just one of my little minor criticisms is that they are a kind of hyper gloss sleeve. So even though the picture does look absolutely phenomenal in these sleeves, they are a little bit glossy. They're very glossy and can be tough under lighting if you're going to be playing on stream in a tournament setting. They are hyper glossy in that way, and something that contributes to that glossiness, I think, is a little bit of that the slick plastic that is used in these sleeves, which contributes to the overall, I think, buttery feel, right? They do have a little bit of an oily feel to them, which is something that I've noticed with most Ultimate Guard sleeves that I've tried out, which can be something that some players may really love about these sleeves, is that they have that kind of oily smoothness to them, but it could also be a criticism as well if you are more accustomed to or more desiring a dry, matte feel to your sleeves. These do tend to be on the more oily side. That being said, these sleeves have definitely held up. They have no grime on them. They feel tournament ready for sure. No problems there. The backs of the sleeves have remained unmarked. Also, we see that there isn't any sort of dings or imprints on the backs of the sleeves. They are very clean on the backs, so absolutely no problems with the wear on the backs of the sleeves. They feel great to overhand with about a tournament's worth of games under the belt. They feel great to riffle shuffle as well with a bunch of games under the belt as well. So I would say that they're definitely tournament-ready sleeves. They live up to the hype of being a premier sleeve from Ultimate Guard. I would definitely recommend these for tournament play if you are into competitive trading card games. I'd say that they kind of fulfill a spot between the base Ultra Pro sleeve and Dragon Shields. They're not quite as durable, not quite as protective or thick as a Dragon Shield matte sleeve, but they are definitely of stronger quality than the base Ultra Pro sleeve. They don't feel as matte finish as the Ultra Pro mattes, so the Ultra Pro mattes do have that going for them, and they don't feel as matte as maybe the matte Dragon Shields. They do have that high gloss factor to them, which reminds me a little bit of the base Ultra Pro sleeve, but they shuffle extremely well, and they're far more durable than the base Ultra Pro sleeve. So they're kind of like a place between Dragon Shield and Ultra Pro sleeves. They could definitely fill this void in the sleeve market for players looking for a little bit of a sturdier sleeve that is easier to shuffle than Dragon Shield. So positive review for me for the Ultimate Guard Katana sleeves. And that's all we got for today. 2 thumbs up from me for the Ultimate Guard Katana sleeves. Thank you all for watching the video. Make sure to like the video, sub to the channel, ring that bell. Check me out on twitch.tv/TrickyJim, where I stream the Pokemon trading card game every day. Make sure to give my Twitch channel a follow as well. Big shout out to my Patreon subs and my Blastoise tier subs, Travis and Jenai. Thank you guys so much for your support. Y'all take it easy. Have a great day. Peace.